Who is Sarah? Are you racist to all Sarahs in the world? Why are you crying over being left on red for 300 plus weeks? These are questions I get asked on a daily basis, or at least whenever I say fuck Sarah. And a lot of people who are new to following me have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. So I'm making this video to shut that shit down because I'm tired of just explaining myself. So I have explained it semi in detail. There's only so many things you can say when you have a 280 character limit, and I'm not one of these weirdos that like to leave 9,000 million replies to their own fucking posts, their own tweets. So I'm here to go in as far detail as I can. So let's go way back in time. The year was 2015. I was in college. It was a junior college, actually. And if you don't know what a junior college is, it is the Weenie Hut Juniors of colleges. Some people go there, and it could be a stepping stone into a real college, or you could learn a trade, or you could get a 2-year associate's degree. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I was just taking some general classes. I lasted one semester. Spoiler alert, I dropped out very soon after this, actually. And I met this girl in my public speaking class. My public speaking class had two people who were my age, a guy and a girl, and Sarah was one of them. And there was about 20 other people who were old as fuck. By old as fuck, I mean like in their 40s. So, anyways, I met Sarah in this public speaking class, and I thought she was very beautiful. She was shorter, which was good for me because I'm pretty fucking short. I am 69 inches, and if you don't know what that is, that's 5'9". But if I had to guess, I'd say she's about 5'1", 5'2", and she had like curly brown hair. I thought she was very beautiful. Pretty much everything about her was attractive. She was much better at public speaking than me. I don't even know why she was actually in this college because I eventually found out like she had like a 4.0 GPA in high school. So I don't know if she just didn't get accepted to like other schools or what the deal was, but I was just kind of surprised. But anyways, we start talking and things move pretty fast, to be honest with you. So we eventually start dating after 2 or 3 weeks. And this was the beginning of the semester. So this was September, and it's October. I'm hanging out at her house. She actually has an apartment. She's from the area. I'm from the area as well because I lived with my parents. I drove to the college every day, and it wasn't really that far. But she lived literally like minutes from the college, so I just hung out at her place all the time. So fast forward a few weeks, I actually introduced her to my dad. I wanted to introduce her to both my parents, but she worked after school, so for the time being, at the time, she just met my dad. And when we left and when I came back home, my dad basically said, oh yeah, she seems cool or whatever. So awesome, he approved of her. I mean, when you're a guy, let's be honest, your parents don't have to approve of who you're dating as much as when you're a girl. I feel like women can definitely attest to this, but yeah, I mean, it was cool that my dad liked her or whatever. So moving forward, we are wrapping up the first semester of both of our freshman years. It is going wonderful for her, and it's going I don't fucking care for me. And we're studying for finals, and this is when I noticed that she kind of stopped talking to me a little bit. I mean, I kept telling myself, oh, she's just studying for finals. Maybe she has shit with work. Like, I'm not one of these guys, okay? I'm not one of these guys that if you don't respond, I'm just going to text and call you 900 times. Like, if you want to talk to me, I know you're going to talk to me. I'm not really going to sweat that. So I just thought, she was busy. It wasn't like she completely, cut off communication. It was just more delayed than normal because she was usually somebody who texts back lightning fast. I didn't really think anything of it. Like, she did say she was studying for finals because she actually cared about education, unlike me. And she said that she was working more. So I'm just like, whatever. It's not me. It is the other things in her life that are important. So I'm cool with it. So now we're at the weekend after finals. You know how you have that huge time off between the end of the first semester and the beginning of the second semester? It's like over a month, right? So she eventually brings up to me when, we were just hanging out doing, normal shit, that she is considering transferring to a college that's about 2 hours away from this college. And I'm genuinely happy for her. Like, I give her a hug. I say, I'm proud of you for, taking advantage of going to I would say a pretty prestigious school. So I'm happy for her. Like, I'm not mad. And she's like, do you still want to be doing this? Do you still want to be dating, even though it's going to be kind of long distance, even though it isn't really? It's about 2 hours away, like I said. And I said, yes, definitely. Like, I said, you guys are going to roast me for this, but I said that, I love you. And, obviously I want to still be a important person in your life. Any supportive boyfriend, I feel like that was the thing to say, and that was genuinely how I felt. So now we're in mid-December, and she hasn't contacted me in a couple days. She hasn't called me. She hasn't texted me. She hasn't DM'd me. She hasn't posted anything. Nothing on her story. So I'm mildly concerned at this point. Like, I'm not freaking out, but I'm also not thinking that it's nothing. And the optimistic side in me was thinking, hey, maybe she has phone issues again, because there was a point in time from when I met her up until here where, her phone broke, and I thought, hey, maybe some people are just bad with phones, or they have bad luck or whatever. And that's now fast forward a month to mid-January. So over a month time has elapsed, and with every single day, I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Like, I just want to know, like, is she okay, or what's going on? Because she went totally AWOL online, and she was, I'd say, like, semi-active online. Like, she would at least post like one thing a day, and it just shut off. And like I said, we're not texting, we're not calling, none of that. So I just hope she's okay. And with every day that has elapsed in this period, it's now over a month, like, my panic just goes up a notch. I'm just like, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. And when I contacted one of her friends that she went to high school with, my heart sank. I'm gonna be honest with you. So what one of her friends told me, she said, Sarah blocked my number, unfollowed me on like all the accounts, and the reason why is because she is transferring to that college 2 hours away, and that she doesn't think that she could do this. Mind you, she was the one who asked me if I was okay with it. And of course I said yes. Like, I love you. I want to do this. Pretty much just ripping my heart out through my fucking mouth. I just don't know what to say. Like, I'm upset. I'm sad. I'm angry. I'm just like, all right. I'm pretty sure that's what the DM actually said. I said, all right. And then, thank you for telling me. And even her friend said, yeah, I don't know why she did that. You guys seemed happy together. So I'm just trying to contact her to just like get some closure, really. And I know you don't really need closure. Like, if somebody moves on without you moving on, it's just better to, move past them, I guess. But I just wanted to know, like, why? Like, why did you do this? Like, I just feel as if it really was like the distance thing, like, you could have just said, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. And if you actually love somebody, you're not going to just break it off with them because you're moving 2 hours away. By the way, she would still move back in with her parents for the summer, and we could be doing the things that we were doing before. So at this point, I'm just so confused and like upset, and I just don't know what's going on. Like, I've never had this happen to me. And now we're at the infamous Snapchat screenshot of open 297 weeks ago, which is now over 300 weeks ago. And I mean, it's funny. It's a funny thing to post because I'm obviously over it. Like, it's just a joke now. But at the time, I was fucking hurting, man. Like I don't know. Like, I've never had something like that happen to me before. It's almost as if she knew what she was doing was wrong. And I mean, it really doesn't matter because, like, she's married now and she found the guy that she wants to spend the rest of her life with. So, good for her. I hope karma gets her. I hope she fucking dies painfully in a fire. But, anyways, I feel like everybody has had some kind of a Sarah situation. Now, granted, was it as diabolical and psychopathic as this? Probably not, but I feel like everybody has had some kind of ghosting, extreme ghosting happen to them before, and yeah. So the moral of the story is do bad shit, because if karma was real, it would be Sarah who's in pain 24/7 instead of me. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck Sarah.